Hello, all of you cool customers. It's Carla, and I am here today in my air-conditioned kitchen to talk to you about 3 summer dressings. Summer is the season of actually not planning your meals and going out and buying whatever looks really beautiful. It is the season of fresh, crunchy veggies. It is the season of cooking outdoors. You do not need 700 million different dressings to make them delicious. You need 3. I've got a spicy buttermilk dressing that is amazing with grilled meats and grilled vegetables, but is equally delicious on grain salads. I've got an herby miso ranch, which is our creamy guy, but he's also super herby, delicious for crudités, also delicious to smear on a sandwich. Finally, a savory citrus vinaigrette that you can splash over stone fruit, melons, cucumbers. It's also great on lightly grilled meats. They are super easy, they are pantry friendly, and they're the only thing you need for the rest of the summer and beyond. Starting us off with the spicy buttermilk dressing. This is adapted from a recipe I did in Where Cooking Begins, and I showed it with roasted winter squash and grains. So this is a really obvious choice for a grain salad for any grilled veggies. It is also great wherever you would want a creamy dressing. It's a little bit tangy, it's creamy, it has 5 ingredients. It's like, could not be simpler. I'm just gonna build this in my measuring cup because why not? And I've got Greek yogurt. You can use Greek yogurt for this, or you can use regular yogurt that's gonna be a little bit more runny. Just combining these two. Gonna just amp up the sourness and the brightness with half a lemon. If you didn't have a lemon in the house, go ahead and use any vinegar like rice vinegar, cider vinegar, white wine vinegar. I think also a lime would be terrific. I have some Calabrian chili paste here, but you can really use any kind of hot sauce, chili paste. You could use chili crisp if you wanted to. You could use a spoonful of harissa if you wanted to. I'm gonna add black pepper as well. It's so good. It could be a little more sour. I'm gonna do one of the all sour things that we talked about. This is champagne vinegar. All right, I'm gonna add a little more chili because I like it spicy. And spiciness cuts through richness of any grilled meats. You could dip chicken wings in this. So if you wanted to make this ahead, you could mix it together to this point and then pop it into the fridge. It'll hold for several days. The last touch is just some chopped fresh herbs. Really use whatever you have around. I'm gonna use chives. Other things that you could add to this would be a clove of grated garlic if you wanted to. That would be really nice. I have done a version of this that had lots of caramelized onions stirred in. It's delicious just the way I showed you, but it is also one of those recipes that you can adapt for the rest of the meal that you're serving it with. And that's it, spicy buttermilk dressing. Moving on to herby miso ranch. This is like an oomphed up version of ranch that does not rely on dairy. So this is great for all of your vegan friends. It is also great for all of your crudité platters. It is also great for your cucumber salads. I would drizzle this on sandwiches. I would use this as like an herby, extra flavor packed alt for mayonnaise. Like a potato salad with this instead of mayo would be great. So you've got nutritional yeast. Next I've got miso. I would recommend using white or yellow miso for this. This is gonna give that saltiness, the depth, the deliciousness, but it's also gonna act as an emulsifier in the same way that maybe using mustard in a vinaigrette helps bind everything together. The miso will also give it that creamy texture, as will the tahini, right into the dry measure, which is not what you should do. Just living on the edge here, living dangerously. This is about 4 cloves of garlic that have been minced. Comes out to be about a tablespoon. You could use scallions, you could use a shallot, you could use onion if you don't want to use this much garlic. You could go 50-50 with it and just have a grand old time. I'm also gonna add a little bit of water to this, just a couple tablespoons to start. If I need more as I'm going, I will. And once again, using a dry measure where I should be using a wet measure, 1/4 cup of white vinegar. White wine vinegar, cider vinegar, also great choices. Rice vinegar. I'm just gonna blend this. Tastes great. Without knocking that over, I'm just gonna pull some mixed herbs. Again, this is great. I feel like in the summer, I always have like too many herbs that are slowly or quickly dying in our crisper drawer. I'm gonna roughly chop these before I add them to the blender. Ooh, I bet this would be also really good as like a pesto alt. This would be a great marinade on chicken before grilling. Oh, it's creamy. The suspense is killing me. This segment of the video is called Will It Blend? Yes, it will. It blended. I have regular vegetable oil. You don't have to go nuts with your olive oil for this. It's not going to add a lot of flavor. It's just going to add the fat and the emulsification. All right, she's creamy, she's green, she's herby, she's miso, and I think it needs peps. So this is another little trick that I've learned for herb dressings that are emulsified like pestos, like other creamy green dressings. If the blender is heating up the herbs, it can make them start to go brown. This needs a little more liquid to get the blades turning. So instead of splashing water, I'm putting in an ice cube. It's gonna aerate it. It's also gonna cool things down. It's gonna prevent the herbs from oxidizing. Thick, but pourable. So that's it for herby miso ranch. You can make this up to 3 days in advance. She's beautiful, she's wiggly, she's jiggly, and she is ready to go. Now I'm going to show you savory citrus vinaigrette. I find this to be incredibly delicious with ripe melons, cantaloupes, watermelon, even the other gourd families, all of the cucumbers. I've got 1/2 cup of fresh squeezed lime juice. Please use fresh squeezed. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. If you're new to fish sauce and haven't cooked with it in the past, maybe start with 1 tablespoon and taste and see as you go. It's very funky, it's fermented, it's salty, it's rich, it's deep. It's really, really important for the dressing. Additionally, I'm gonna add cayenne. You could absolutely make this dressing with fresh diced chilies. You could use a whole dried chili and sort of crush it with your hands. This is cayenne, which is just something that like a lot of us have all the time. So that makes the dressing like super actionable. I'm gonna add a pinch of sugar. I don't really think it needs additional salt, but that was really a couple pinches of sugar and some MSG. Starting to dissolve that sugar. One more sugar. So this is really gonna be driven by your palate, but also think about what you're gonna pair it with. If you're using cucumbers that don't have a ton of sweetness, you might want the dressing to be a little bit more balanced with the sweetness more pronounced because it's gonna get watered out and more vegetal. If you're gonna serve this with like a dead ripe cantaloupe or some incredibly ripe peaches that are gonna deliver a lot of sweet juices on their own, then maybe hold back on the sugar here. And even though you would not find this in like a noix chom type of dressing, I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. That fattiness, that kind of richness is gonna help round out the flavors. Now we're gonna see if Carla can decant without spilling. This will hold in the fridge 2 to 3 days. Citrus juice can get a little bit weird if it sits for any longer than that, but you're gonna want to use it before then anyway. I've been saying this for a long time and I really truly believe it. I absolutely think that you should go shopping for food first and choose your recipes second. That said, these 3 recipes you want to keep in your back pocket, but the other walk around town, choose what you want and then make it the way you want to. That's gonna work all summer long. I've got spicy buttermilk dressing, beautiful grilled eggplant. This is in season all summer. And then to go along with this little mixed grill, some gorgeous, simply prepared lamb chops. Herby miso ranch, amazing, delicious, Great for any time you want a ranch dressing, a creamy dressing. This is like farmer's market day. You can't hold back. You buy all of the beautiful veggies. You get home, you're like, what am I gonna do? You're gonna make this dressing and you're gonna keep the rest of it super, super simple. And then you're gonna win every party and every barbecue. It's so good. And then for sweet and savory citrus vinaigrette, we have some really incredible melons and some beautiful stone fruit, nectarines, and apricots. This is like the way that fruit salad is cool and interesting and not weird with like half a grape and some weird slices of bananas. So you're just gonna splash some of your vinaigrette over. And this is the kind of thing that can absolutely change as things come in and out of season. Maybe it's plums and cherries, maybe it's white and yellow peaches, but all fruit is gonna take really well to this. You can even go a little extra drizzle of olive oil at the end. 3 dressings, 100,000 different ways. I hope you have an amazing summer, and I hope that you keep these 3 in your back pocket.